Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to go over the Herbal Witch expansion for Quacks of Quedlinburg. With this expansion, it's now a 2 to 5 player game instead of a 2 to 4 player game. Let's go ahead down to the table, and I'll show you all that comes with this Herbal Witch expansion, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, so this is the Herbal Witches expansion for Quacks of Quedlinburg. And the Herbal Witches expansion adds a good bit to the game here. You're going to get a 5th player board, which is really, really nice. And worth it almost for the expansion just in itself. But also, what's really worth it is you're going to get a new book for every single one of the existing chip sets. Even the pumpkin. And now you have this awesome 6 pumpkins. So here's the new mandrake one. Here's the new moth one. Here's the new mushroom one. Here's the new ghost one. You can pause the video if you want to read what they say on here. And like I said, the pumpkin one's super awesome. $22 for a 6 pumpkin, but it's a 6 pumpkin. That's amazing. And here's the new skull one. And spider. And then you get this new essence one where you have this new resource, this essence resource that you can purchase throughout the game and put into your bag. And this one here, like the value of the chip is 1 higher than the number of rat tails in the pot. So you could get this value will increase based on the number of rat tails you have. So it'll be a 1 if you don't have any rat tails though. This one here is copy the function of the value of the last colored chip in place. I really like the sort of mimic thing that you can do. Like you can clone your last one if you want. So that's really cool. So that in general is just amazing for this game. But you also can get this Herbal Witch. So you'll get the coin indicated on the top when you play it, but you'll get these Herbal Witches and they give really cool bonus abilities that you can use throughout the game. So these are sort of like, think of them as like little asymmetric powers that you can have, you can use during the game itself. So they're all pretty cool and add a nice little twist to the game itself. And there's a really good stack of these, so there's a lot of replayability if you end up really liking the Herbal Witch cards to use them. And finally, you get this overflow. So what this overflow does is it's going to go on your board. It'll go right here. And if you go past this mark on your board, so you'll play something out, and what will happen is it'll go into here. And you can keep going, but any of the white chips that you pull will still count towards you exploding your pot. And at the end of the round, what's going to happen is if you didn't explode your pot, you can pick both buying and gaining points, but if you did, you'll have to pick one or the other. But let's say you didn't explode, so you'll definitely get the 15 points and 35 buying. But in addition to this, you're going to take up the whole value of every single chip that you put in here and divide by 2, and you're going to get that many points also. So this gives a nice little advantage to not just having to stop at the end of the pot and being able to keep on going or keep pushing your luck. So that is what the Herbal Witches expansion comes with and what it does for the game. And let's go ahead back up the table here and I'll give you my final thoughts. So I really do like the Herbal Witch expansion. I do think it's worth it if you love Quacks of Quedlinburg for 2 different reasons. One specifically for me, might be for you, is I do typically have a 5-player play group. So the 5th player is really nice for Quacks of Quedlinburg. It doesn't really add a lot of time to the game most of the time. You can do everything simultaneously if you want, and you don't have to do the last round where you wait and take turns pulling things from the bag. Don't have to do that. I never have. I just all simultaneous. So it doesn't add much more time to it, but it does add that player. Also, the extra ingredient boards where you get 4 more ingredients that you can pick from to add variety to the game. So 4 more per type, ingredient type, is amazing. I really love that. That is a huge, great addition to the game. And then the essence ingredient that it adds to the game is really, really nice. So overall, just with those 2 things, I think it's worth it if you like Quacks of Quedlinburg. The Herbal Witches, they're okay. They add like a little sort of asymmetric power to the game. They don't affect that much in the game. I will normally maybe work them in if people ask, but I don't normally put them in. But like I said, there's extra ingredients that you can pick from. Awesome. So that's my thoughts on Herbal Witches expansion for Quacks of Quedlinburg. Thank you for watching.